more confident in his strength.
Warriors have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Klay Thompson is already an elite shooter, but he isn't done yet. He wants to be a complete off guard. He said, I'm trying to attack more. Everyone knows my jumper is the base of my game, but to be an all-star caliber player one day, I have to finish at the rim. I have to dunk more, show people I can jump. Guys?
He keeps adding layers to his game. Thank you, Doris. On the wing, it's Iguodala. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's Golden State with another.
Excellent ball movement there, guys. Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Steph Curry known for his great shooting, and rightly so, but a well-rounded player. In fact, he tied for second in the NBA last season with 3 triple-doubles.
And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. 1:14 left in the first half of the game. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. .110 left in the second quarter. LeBron James on the wing. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, Clark, a bit of a down year shooting-wise for Kyrie Irving last season.
Yeah, it sure was, and you heard some sources within the Cavs organization questioning his leadership, too. I mean, the chemistry in Cleveland, not really where it needed to be, kind of a mess all season, quite honestly. And Irving is still young and has a lot on his shoulders and maybe started to show some of the frustration with the expectations and demands that have been placed on him. But now, you know, as he continues to grow as a leader, having LeBron James there and some other veterans who come in should really help smooth that out for the young standout.
Now he's going to force the defense to make some adjustments. That's his 4th three-pointer of the half.
Smith for 3. Warriors with the rebound.
Good solid defense on the perimeter there, challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That's good from Barnes. Barnes hits them both.
You know, as we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has improved. It's gotten more aggressive, more physical.
It sure seems like it has. They've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter.
Here's Lee. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And Green slams it in.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
And so we conclude the first half. Warriors lead by 11. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Klay created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And I'll tell you what, he was smart with his shot making, too. Really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Green at the 4 with Lee at the 5. And it's Curry in at the 1 spot. Thompson for 3. Kept alive. Green passes to Curry. On the wing, Thompson. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Over Love. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Thompson's got 18 points in the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today. Draymond Green last season slimmed down to about 230 pounds. Pretty remarkable how he's transformed his body since his freshman season at Michigan State.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala.
And that's his first three of the second half after really lighting it up beyond the arc in the first.
And Green, a combo forward, you know, he's able to play the 3 or the 4, and he's a good rebounder. I mean, he's got long arms that help him play effectively against bigger guys, even though he's only about 6'7".
Mike Miller's checked in for Smith. Here's James. They can't stop the run with that one.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Misses the 3. And Green certainly not an elite athlete, Steve, but pretty quick on his feet.
Well, he's a jack of all trades, and I think he's been a pleasant surprise defensively. Just his awareness and his energy, they've really helped him out a lot. He can guard multiple positions for sure.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, Cavaliers head coach David Blatt, unknown here in the United States, but he spent the last 2 decades establishing himself as the premier coach in Europe. Last season, he led Maccabi Tel Aviv to an upset EuroLeague title. One GM described the team as, quote, outgunned at every position except coach. Kevin, it's been his dream to coach in the NBA.
Many consider him a genius-level coach. Doris, thanks. We'll see how he does. Thompson misses.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Love. Irving for 3. That's good. Irving's got 11 points.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Timeout called the Warriors. Poked loose. 1:05 left in the third quarter of the game. Thompson dishes to Green. Thompson outside. Lets it go. He squares up and sinks it. Thompson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
James, no good.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
And he gets it to go.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot. Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
James left side. For 3, Love. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, you know, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
The Cavaliers shooting just 31% in the game. The 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Irving is out there with Mike Miller, and it's Thompson in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Love, no good.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
It's stolen by Green. Here's Thompson. And the Warriors tack on 2 more. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Warriors.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets. Oh, man, they are just putting the hammer down right now.
Defensively and offensively, it has all been working for them today.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Here's Curry.
For a long time now, the Western Conference has been the deeper conference, as the top 5 or 6 teams have legitimate title hopes. But last year for the East, it was especially down, and it was really viewed as a 2-team conference.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right.
Bit of a controversial statement last year when LeBron said that there are no longer any real rivalries in the NBA anymore. Seems off at first, but he might have a point.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Oh, this is getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this run going much longer.
I tell you what, Steve, it's already lasted longer than I thought possible. Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
And the logic LeBron used in making that rivalry statement was that all of these players, Clark, have known each other for so long, coming up through amateur tournaments, AAU and the like.
And not to mention, Kevin, that with how free agency is structured now, there's a lot more player movement going on. Still, I can't get 100% on board with what he said, because there are teams that clearly don't like each other. Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
The 3. Another miss by LeBron.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But, yeah, I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly. He has not been on his game, and, you know, their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
13 seconds on the shot.
Iman Shumpert is checked in for Cleveland.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now to the Warriors.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
Very poor shot selection there, guys.
A 3-ball. And Klay Thompson hits from deep.
Klay Thompson.
Thompson's got 45 points.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
Another 3 for Golden State.
Boy, you relish these sorts of road games where you come in and you get the job done.
In a long schedule with the kinds of pressure of travel and tough opponents throughout the season, it's always good when you play a game like they have here.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
LeBron kicks to Love. The Cavaliers again can't hit. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Gordon